Well, welcome back, my gardening friends, to a very, very wet weekend again. It's the 9th of November and far too wet to go out to the plot. We're expecting another 18 hours of rain here in the UK, and with all the other flooding issues throughout the country, a wet allotment is the least of many people's concerns. So let's have a little look at the improvements I've done to the greenhouse grow room. The greenhouse is an 8x6. One or two people have asked me about that, especially Alan from the Dawn Chorus plot. So that's the greenhouse grow room that I could talk about. It's my bag of recyclables. And then this is the grow room. Now this grow room was originally in the garage. Now that heater is going in the greenhouse grow room. The heater that was in the greenhouse grow room is in there now. That will give me a little bit more room. I'll put some of that foam reflective material that we found, but it's because it's been rolled up, it keeps curling up, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to use it or not. But there's my T5 lights, a bulb that I've got. I have got to acquire more lights because I want to have two staging, so these will be closer, and then I can set these a little bit higher up, and then my chitting can go into the bottom. So I haven't had to do much to this other than change the width, but these pieces of wood just move about, so it's not been a problem. But I did have two full width trays in there, so I'm hoping that's going to be an improvement. So let's pull the door down. So that's that with the door down. It's got the space blanket on the inside, bubble wrap on the outside. It worked well last year, and if you remember, there's a ventilation layer there. You're going to say now, what's he done here? I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, we've had a bit of a tidy up and dumped it into one corner. Another little job to do while we've got a wee bit of rain. So yes, I've got that bit of bubble wrap there, all this bubble wrap round here, just trying to keep the heat in. So let's crawl into the greenhouse grow room. So all I've done is rolled the blanket up, and it's held together just with one of those little clips, and I can pull that down when this greenhouse grow room gets up and running. There's the remaining of the Pomgo French beans. See, I'm crafty. So there's the ventilation, so it's a little bit of green plastic wire perforated, so the heat used to come out of there and go up. Well, now it's going to come out of there and hopefully come into here. So we've popped a few more space blankets in, and I did say before, if you look in the middle of the screen now, you can see a bit of a ridge. Well, that's where these wide ones were, and here where we're looking now is where the narrow ones were, but it didn't work out. Now this area here now will be plenty wide enough for the for starting off my New Year potatoes. I'm going to be planting potatoes New Year's Day, and then every 2 weeks after that. So that's the bit of a change there. And instead of having all the bubble wrap on top of the greenhouse, I've lowered it down so we don't lose too much heat right up in top of the apex of the roof. So this is just hung over, and this is the ventilation, and at the moment I'm having to use it, so basically the the bubble wrap's there, and I'll just roll it back over just to try and hold some of the heat in. So the space blankets don't last forever, especially when you drag things across them, but other than that it hasn't been too bad, and it's surprising how light and airy it is in here. So I'm really pleased with how this has turned out this time. Now, if you remember last year, I got my onions, and because they were there, they just couldn't, they hadn't got the height. So now we should have plenty of room, and realistically it's only cost me £5 or £6 just to get a few extra space blankets to kit it out again. So last year, with the lamps and the heater, I did notice that the greenhouse grow room took quite a bit of warmth from the grow room. So that's my thoughts on that, and until I start that grow room up, I won't know whether it works or not, but it's got to help. So we'll just move on now to some of the seeds that I've saved and what I'm going to be growing. I did promise everyone that I would save William Coleman's garden and allotment packets that he sent me that red Russian garlic in. So they're the beans mainly, and a few others. These are some of my old seeds, so basically if you want to have a look, then you just need to pause. I do tend not to throw any seeds away, I'll just chit them away, and if they grow, they grow. Now, where is the dwarf kale? So anybody that does follow me, that's the dwarf green curled kale. That there just looks like it gets to about 2 foot high, and as you probably know, they do grow well under the right conditions. A massive pile there of my own saved seed, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to use that Swede best of all this time, because it didn't grow very well, but we will try. There's some old parsnip seed there. I have bought some more because parsnips are renowned for not chitting very well. And there's some of the nice poppies when the wife went a walk with the dog, and the seed pod accidentally fell into her hand. I mainly radish French breakfast 3, and I've got some Autumn King 2 left. Going to use those in the square foot gardening. And these are some of Alan's from the Dawn Chorus plot. Going to be giving a few of those a try. And the sunflowers from Nick's Allotment diary. Don't forget, pay these people a visit. If you like what you see, then consider subscribing. The main thing today was to get some of the onions in, and these are the heavy chilies and long chilies that I was sent. And Steve from Digwell Green Fingers wants to try a few of those. I'm just waiting for my own seed to dry, and then I'll pop those in the post for you, Steve. So we've got some Peter Glazebrook, he's the world record holder. We've got some from Pete's back garden, the Kelsays, and then Phil, who sent me the Bloody Butcher, sent me some of these giant onion, the Elsay. I think that's how you pronounce it. Or it may all be the same as Kelsay, don't know. And these are some of the giant seeds. That's the red cabbage that I got 3rd place at Malvern. Some of these seeds you've seen before. Some of Pete's old onions there. Now these, in a moment, in the screen now, those are the 4 packets of seed that I actually started off with in 2018. Or was it 17? Oh dear me, doesn't time fly. And while I was at the show, because the seeds were £1 a packet, I got quite a few, the carrots, sweet candle. I did like the Subbuteo F1, they were a trial packet last year, so I bought those because they're a nice uniform beetroot. There's my fresh parsnip seeds. This year I sent off for some seed, and there's the free seed rocket, and these are some of those that I've ordered online. And the blood is more for a leaf, so that'll be going in the square foot gardening. And these four here are all club resistant, so I'm hoping that they'll do better. But hopefully with me moving all the soil about, the club root will be here, there and everywhere, but we won't find that out until we start planting. Some old seed there, I think they're the Swift. There's a few left, so I bought some more, and quite a few people grow the Incredible. I am starting off with some nice fresh seed instead of saving them this year. I haven't saved any money makers, and I've got a fresh packet of Alicante. I sent off for some seed online, and you're not always sure what you get. 99p for one packet, but it come all the way from Singapore. Dear me. Air miles and everything else, just ridiculous. And of course Wilco's have got their seeds on offer, so we'll be trying a few of those, mixing and matching. That's my seed store. And I've even got some herbs. They're old ones, but eventually when I have more time I'm hoping to grow some. So my first chitting of the 2019-20 season. So I've got some of Phil's that he's managed to get, and these are the Peter Glazebrook. I paid £5 for those, so there's £2.50 worth there. And of course, as always, Pete from Pete's Back Garden, he kindly sent me some of his seeds again. They're the third year reselected. I've just got to learn to grow them a bit better, but hopefully my new beds should hopefully be a little bit better. I'll need to take more care of them. So hopefully Sunday will be a little bit better than it is today, and I'm still hoping to get videos out on a Sunday night and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. UK time, for anybody that wants to continue to follow me throughout the winter months. And it won't be long before I'm doing a logging and storage video as well, for those that are interested. That's this year's wood. I've just got to top that up, and this is what we've used up to yet since the well, I'll say middle of October. Surprised now how much we get through, because we burn 24 hours a day now. But again, chopping wood, sawing wood, good for the body and mind. For those that support me and bear with those horrible things that pop up now and again, and that watch the videos from start to finish, I've also, while I was ordering the space blankets, I ordered that as well. So thank you very much to everyone that supports me. And if you excuse me, if you do like the content of my videos, then please consider subscribing. Hit the like button. That does help me. Either a like or a dislike, and I've got my regular dislikes, so thank you very much. And more likes if possible, please. Don't forget to hit the like button. Happy gardening to you all, my friends. Till next time. Ta-ra for now.